Hello everyone. I am Sanat Kumar Swai, faculty at Vedang Institute of Technology, and we'll be discussing today about the concept, a new concept, which is known as guerrilla marketing. And in the past few classes, we have discussed many concepts regarding marketing, and today we'll be discussing about the guerrilla marketing. Okay. So we'll be going through few slides, and we'll see the detailed concept about the guerrilla marketing. Okay. So what is guerrilla marketing all about? The first thing is that guerrilla. What do you mean by guerrilla? If something happens unexpectedly, then that is known as guerrilla. The conventional war. If there's a war, so what happens is that there's a war between the two parties. Okay. You say two countries or two enemies or whatsoever. But if that is a guerrilla war, so that's not a conventional war. Okay, that is rather an unconventional way of um, I mean, putting pressure on your opponent or on your enemies, and you fight with your enemy at unexpected place, and there's no expectations. So that is known as guerrilla. So how that concept came into marketing? What is the concept behind guerrilla? Okay. So what do you mean by guerrilla marketing? So guerrilla marketing, it is an unconventional way. Okay, it's not a conventional way, it's an unconventional way of promoting your product, promoting your service, okay, in an unexpected way. Okay, and also at unexpected places. Normally the places where we do the marketing, that is expected, that yes, these particular places are been reserved for the marketing. But in case of guerrilla marketing, that places can be unexpected. Okay, that cannot be the conventional, that is the unconventional way. And that is also promotion that relies on time, energy and imagination. So more of focus is been given to imagination. Okay, and rather than big marketing budgets. Okay, there may not be a big marketing budget in particularly guerrilla marketing. There may be very slow, very less budget, but more focus has been given to imagination. What kind of innovative imagination can be adopted to promote the product through guerrilla marketing. Okay. Next slide. So, who is the father of guerrilla marketing? Guerrilla marketing has been, given, the concept has been given by J. Conrad Levinson. He was an American marketer. He was an American marketer who described the guerrilla marketing in the year 1983. So he is known as the father. He has given the concept of guerrilla marketing. Yeah. Now, introduction. So as we have already said that it is an unconventional way of doing the marketing, and that can be more creative. More creativity has been put into that marketing concept, and it is a low marketing strategy, low cost. Okay. Not much budget has been adopted in this particular strategy, and also it tries to create maximum impact by using the non-conventional methods. Okay, to promote any kind of product, or to promote any kind of service or any kind of brand. So it typically involves engaging with the consumers in unexpected way. Okay, and they try to attract that customer, they try to grab their attention through various kinds of experiences. Okay, particularly the marketers, they try to involve the customers to gain their attention through various kinds of experiences. Okay, in an unexpected way. So that is known as guerrilla marketing. So guerrilla marketing relies on heavily on imagination, as we have already said, imagination and innovation. Okay, so more focus has been given on imagination, more focus has been given on innovation. So different types of innovative ideas can be put forward to make that marketing a more productive one. Okay, and that should be very low cost marketing. It should not be a large scale marketing rather than a very less scale marketing. Okay. Okay. So in practice, how do we put guerrilla marketing in practice? Okay, and what are the venues, what are the places where we can promote our products? Okay, so there can be public places. Okay, There can be on the street also. Okay, there can be various kinds of stunts which we can do to promote the guerrilla marketing. Okay, and any unconventional marketing intended to get maximum result from minimum resources. So if you are putting minimum resources in a more uh, 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 you know not in a traditional way, rather than in an innovative way. If we are putting more resources, less resources in a more not in a traditional, rather than a innovative and productive way, then we can get the maximum results. Okay, so more innovative approaches are being put into the concept, so that it can generate more maximum results. Okay, so you see, it has been used in the mobile technologies these days. It has been these methods, the unconventional methods, and guerrilla marketing is being used for mobile digital technologies, so that the consumers, they can have a memorable experience. Okay, memorable experience, so that that can attract the consumers towards the product or any kind of services. Okay, so even social media plays a very important role in promoting the guerrilla marketing. Okay, next, there's an example called Anando Milk, which tried to increase the milk consumption among the children. Okay, so this is also one kind of guerrilla marketing. So what are the principles, foundations of guerrilla marketing? What are the principles? So who should be focused? Which business owners, which entrepreneurs should be focused or should be targeted for the guerrilla marketing? Okay. So particularly, it has been specifically adopted for the small scale businesses and the small scale entrepreneurs. Okay, who has started on a business on a smaller scale. It particularly is very helpful for this type of businesses or entrepreneurs. Okay. It should be based on human psychology rather than experience, judge, or guesswork. So human psychology, what do you mean by human psychology? The way we think. If we are able to judge, if we are able to understand the way people think, the way people judge, the way people see the products, then we can amend or we can change our strategy accordingly. Okay, so guerrilla marketing is focused basically on the human psychology. Okay, rather than lot of experiences, or we can put our judgment into it. No, it is particularly focused on the human psychology. Okay, now in the third case, instead of money, the primary investment should be time, energy, and imagination. Okay, in the large scale marketing, what happens is that we put a lot of lot of money into it, so that that's a large scale marketing. But in case of guerrilla marketing, lot of investment is not required. Okay, but rather than investment or rather than money, lot of time is involved, lot of energy is involved, and lot of imagination is involved, so that that marketing can be an innovative marketing. More emphasis is being given to innovative marketing, so that that can be a memorable experience for the consumers. Okay, now the primary statistic to measure your business is the amount of profit, not sales. So how much profit you are making, it doesn't count on the sales, how much sales you are making, rather than how much profit you are making. Well, that is also true that sales is directly proportional to profit, but sometimes it does happen that there may be less sales, but still your profit may be more than your cost. Okay, so that the focus is being given on the profit rather than your sales. Okay, so the marketers also, they are focused on new relationship. Okay, so there is a term called customer retention management, CRM. Okay, so how do you retain your customers, how do you retain your consumers? Okay, that is also one part, and the other part is that you need to create more relationship. So they are focused on creating more relationship every month. So that is also one of the part in guerrilla marketing. Okay, next, Create a standard of excellence with an acute focus instead of trying to diversify by offering too many diverse products and services. So you don't have to, create a multiple series of products rather than focus on a particular product. Okay, you don't need to have in the guerrilla marketing. You don't have to have a diverse product rather than focus on a particular product. Okay, forget about the competition and concentrate more on cooperating with each other's business. So in this kind of marketing, you see there is less amount of competition. There is less amount of competition, and you need to forget about the competition in the even it's not possible that competition can be stopped, or it can be minimized. The competition can be minimized, or you can say that is a healthy competition. Obviously competition is important to stay abreast in the market. So you don't have to have a neck neck competition in the market, but that should be healthy competition. Okay, and more focus has been given to towards the cooperation. You need to cooperate with your business partners. Okay, guerrilla marketers use a combination of marketing methods for a campaign. Okay. So various kinds of marketing methods can also be taken into consideration for the guerrilla marketing. Okay. Now we'll be going through a few slides to see few examples of guerrilla marketing. Okay. What are the guerrilla marketing tactics and what kind of approaches are being adopted in the guerrilla marketing concept? We'll be going through a few slides. Okay. Now, flash mob. Do you know what is flash mob? I believe most of you have seen flash mobs in the streets, or while you are unexpectedly. It's something happens unexpectedly. Okay, so what happens in a flash mob is that a group of people, they gather immediately out of nowhere. They come together in a single place, and it is very unexpected. I mean, even if you are, people don't know what is going to happen, and they start immediately performing. Okay, that can be through a dance, that can be through a any kind of street play or whatsoever. Okay, to draw the consumer's attention. That can be towards a marketing, that can be, it can be for a social cause as well. There should be a motive for that. Okay, social motive for that. Behind that flash mob, there can be a message for the society, or that can be for a particular product or brand, to promote a particular product or brand. Okay, so for instance, a company might organize a flash mob in a busy city center to promote a new line of clothing or a smartphone. So any marketer or any company, they can organize a flash mob in the city center, the heart of the city, or in the in any mall. Okay, they can, to promote their product. That can be for a clothing, that can be for a smartphone, that can be for anything, or that can be for any social cause. Okay. So flash mobs are also a part of the guerrilla marketing. Yeah. You can see in this particular video photo, you can see that this is a flash mob. Okay, or out of a sudden a flash comes out of nowhere, and they start performing either through any act, either through any play, or that can be in a form of dance. Okay. Street art or graffiti. Okay, you see these days more focus has been given on street art. So what do you mean by street art? On the roads, on the pavements, or on the walls. Okay, on the side of the road, you see a lot of street art has been promoted by the government, by the municipal corporations, or that can be in a graffiti form. Okay, why? If that is promoted by the municipal corporation, then definitely that is for any kind of social cause. But if that has been promoted by a any company or a business organization, then that is to promote their product or messages. Okay, so what happens is that this is also a form of guerrilla marketing. Okay, that the art, they put their imagination in the form of art, in the street art or graffiti. Okay, now you see in this particular photo, you can see that this is a small form of graffiti or a art which has been created on the walls, okay, through a painting, or this is known as street art or graffiti. Yeah. Viral stunts. You see these days, particularly the youngsters, they are more excited and interested in various kinds of stunts these days. Okay, so there can be viral stunts. So why stunts are important? Because that is a uh, eye catching, attention grabbing stunts. Okay, companies they do these kinds of stunts. Okay, and these kinds of stunts are particularly um, I mean, intentionally they promote it as viral. They do it as viral on the social media. So, okay. So what is the example? Let's say um, these days most of the people, or you see the YouTubers, they promote or they do a lot of prank videos. Okay, so that is for their personal interest or personal motive whatsoever. But if that has been done by a company or a marketer, then um, that is to promote a product or a service. So if that prank has been done on a, it can be for a social experiment, or that can be for a promotion of a product or a service. Okay, so they can grab the attention of the people or the public, and then that has been put into the social media, and that has been made viral. Okay, so through this is also a kind of viral stunt. Okay, and that goes viral, and that is also a form of the guerrilla marketing. Okay. So what happens in this kind of viral stunt? This kind of viral stunts, what happens is that the main motive is that it can go viral in immediately. Okay, and that can reach the maximum audience. A lot of people are able to watch that stunt, the viral stunt, and through this proper advertisement is being done, proper marketing is being done. Okay, so this is also one of the form of guerrilla marketing. Yeah. Ambient marketing. What do you mean by ambient marketing? Ambient marketing means also, what do you mean by ambience? From ambience comes the term ambient marketing. If you are focusing on a particular group, if you are focusing on a particular group, then that is known as ambience. Ambience means college ambience, student ambience, bar going ambience, okay, temple going ambience, okay, travelers ambience. Okay, these are the coffee shop. If you are particularly interested in the coffee shop, so the consumers who are going to coffee shops can be termed as an ambience of the coffee shop. So these are the ambient marketing. You are targeting to a particular consumers, a group of consumers. Okay, so for example, in this ambient marketing, this is also unexpected. It's not like particular you are assuming that you will be focusing on these particular places. That can be also an unconventional and unexpected way of marketing. Okay, so if you go through this slide, you can see this is one of the example of ambient marketing. Okay, so this is a bench, and it has been promoted. Use only what you need. Okay, so you don't. I mean, this is also a social message that you need to pick what you need. It's not like if you are going to a restaurant and you order a large amount of food. It's a social message to the society that you use only what you need. It's not like just stuff a lot of stuffs in your home and then you don't use it. So they are promoting minimalism in this concept. Okay, so this is also a form of ambient marketing. Okay, pop-up installations or event. You see, when you go to a mall, or while you are walking on the street, sometimes it does happen that there's a stall, a small stall, or small stall. I mean makeshift tent, you can say, a makeshift tent which comes up and they start to market. Okay, through the company banner or create some sort of event in that particular area. So this is known as this is temporary. It's not permanent though. So this is known as pop-up installations or events. So what happens is that they also promote their product or services through various kinds of activities, exciting activities, in particularly in the people where there are a lot of audience. So this is known as pop-up installations or events. You can say, you see. So these are the small makeshift tents, or you can say small stalls. Okay, so they promote their products through various kinds of activities, okay, through consultations. So these kind of stalls can come up in any city center, that can come up in any parks, in general parks, public parks, okay, or public places also. Okay, creativity and unconventionality. So more emphasis is been given to creativity in this particular marketing method, and it is unconventional. It's not conventional. You have to think out of the box, okay, out of the way, how we can attract the consumer, how we can attract the people, okay, to attention, to create, to grab their attention towards your campaign or towards your product or towards your services. Okay, so more focus has been given on creativity. Okay, now cost. This particular guerrilla marketing is very cost effective. Okay, so in a very small budget, your creativity can reach to the far audience, the maximum audience. You see, if you want to promote your products or promote your service, okay, so what normal the conventional way of marketing, what does happen? What does it happen? You hire a celebrity, a known personality, and they charge you crores of money. That's a different thing, that whether you will be your product will be successful or not, that's a different thing. But you will be spending crores of money on your marketing. So cost is involved in the traditional way of marketing, in the conventional way of marketing. Whereas in the guerrilla marketing, you don't have to hire the known personalities or the celebrities to market your product. Rather than you can choose students, you can choose the any kind of personality. That's not a big issue, unless and until your message has been given to the masses. Okay. So very less cost is involved in this kind of marketing. Okay. So it typically relies on creativity and ingenuity rather than large budget. So large budget is not required in this kind of marketing. Yeah. By leveraging unconventional tactics, it aims to achieve maximum result within minimum financial investment. So you don't have to invest a lot of money. A lot of investment is not required. Okay. So in this kind of unconventional tactics, you can use your creativity to reach the larger audience. Okay. So low cost has been involved. Surprise and ambush. Okay. So in this kind of marketing, what happens? It surprises the masses. It surprises the consumers unexpectedly through unconventional methods. Okay. So if something happens all of a sudden, which you are not aware, okay, or something new happens, then definitely that is going to catch your eyes. That is going to catch your attention. Okay. So these kind of elements of surprises intended to capture attention and create a memorable impression. You see, we have in the past days, in the old good old days, you can remember, there are a lot of advertisements. Okay, and that we still remember those kind of advertisements, the ads, we can say. Okay, I'm not going to particularly name those ads, but if you can recall, in the 90s, if you can recall, those were very memorable and pleasant expressions, and which has also made a footprint in our mind. We can still recall those. Why? Because that is something unexpected. That is something, out of a blue, something happens, and that strikes our mind, and that makes a permanent impression on our mind. Okay. So this method, the guerrilla marketing, should always, I mean, it should use the unexpected places or through unconventional medium methods, so that that can have a lasting impression on the minds of the consumers. Okay. High impact. Okay. So this also has the potential to create a viral, to make the marketing, or through a viral potential to create the brand visibility through unconventional means. Okay. So it has got the potential to create a high impact through unconventional means. Okay. And have a significant impact on the larger audience, on the masses. Okay. So through less investment. Okay. The goal is to create a buzz. The goal is to impact the larger audience. Okay. Engagement and interaction. So what do you mean by engagement and interaction? We need to engage. We need to interact. How would you need, how we need to engage and interact with the consumer or the people out there? Through various kinds of campaigns, through various kinds of interactions, through various kinds of participation. They need to participate in your various kinds of strategic creative ideas. So if they are participating directly, then that is going to have a lasting impact on the connection within a brand and the consumer. So that will be a lasting impact can happen between your brand and the consumers. Okay. So engagement and interaction is also one of the important facts in this guerrilla marketing. So this is also one of the small ideas on the small business. Okay. What can you see in this picture? This is a small um, pathway drain. Okay. But it has been used as a barbecue. So if you need a barbecue, you call this particular person on this particular number, right? So this is also one of the guerrilla marketing. So that also grabs the attention of the consumers. That also attends the grab of the workers, and it reaches the masses. Okay. With a very minimum price. Go guerrilla on social media. Okay. Social media is very important to promote the guerrilla marketing. Okay. But there is a problem with it. What is that? Misuse or misunderstanding and guerrilla marketing is no different, right? So there can be misuse and there can be more misunderstanding the guerrilla market, particularly in the social media. Okay. Describe brand hijacking, pirate marketing, and underhanded business tactics like domain squatting and well-organized attack on websites. So, particularly in the guerrilla marketing, there can be also a brand hijacking can also happen, and there can be pirated marketing. So these are the disadvantages of the guerrilla marketing, particularly on the social media, because we have very less control over the social media. So that can once it becomes viral, then that becomes very difficult for the companies or the marketers to retain back the position of or the um, their ideas as they have thought earlier. Okay. Guerrilla social media marketers get customer focused by. How do guerrilla social media marketers get customer focused? You see, guerrilla marketing focuses on the um, social media, more social media rather than the conventional way of marketing. Okay, these days social media is the hype, unless in the previous days, good old days, you see that social media was not that active. But this particular age, in the 21st century, you will see that the social media is very much active. So guerrilla social marketers gets customer focused by how? By diving deep into online communities and answering and asking questions. You see, these days when you go and select a product, you want to buy purchase the product, you see that you go for the reviews. You put your reviews that yes, this particular product is good enough to buy or not, to purchase or not, and what are the faults, what are the positive and negative things of this of that product. Yeah. So social media, guerrilla social media marketers, what they do, that they engage themselves in the online communities, and they also answer to that two particular questions being put forward by the consumers. Okay. Writing web content that does not boast about corporate greatness but talks about solution to the customers challenges. So the guerrilla social marketers also, they write various kinds of contents, okay, which describes about the customers problems and challenges which has been put forward by the consumers, rather than blabbering about their corporate. Okay, so we and so we are these and these, we have been in the business for this particular years and these. Okay, it's not nothing about that, but they talk about the challenges being faced by the consumers. Okay, next, listening, responding and helping instead of using the marketing monologues. Okay, so you see these days uh, the social media marketers are very user friendly these days. Okay, customer friendly. When you call them or you write in mail stating your issue or stating your problem, they immediately listen to you, they respond to you. Okay, and they try to solve that problems, rather than using the various kinds of marketing monologues which used to which was used in the old days in the conventional methods. Okay, so this is also very important for the to get the customer focused. Providing multiple channels for feedback through major social networks and tools like live chat. So these days you see when you go to a website, you see that there is a live chat. So you immediately you are in connection, you are connected to the customer representative or any person who is related to the um, um, customer care. Okay, and you can get your problem solved in a second, in a fraction of second. Okay, so this is also, through this also you see the customer, the social media marketers are get the customer focused. Okay, now these are the positive facts we have already seen. Now what are the disadvantages, what are the issues? Okay, see, everything has got a positive and an or a negative thing. Okay, so in this guerrilla marketing, you see it's not completely fail safe. Okay, I mean it's not completely safe. You cannot say that this is absolutely a safest way of marketing. Okay, why? You will not be able to pinpoint exactly what works and what does not. Okay, as because in the conventional way, it was easier to point out that exactly what is pinpoint in what exactly works and what does not. But in case of the guerrilla market, it is not that possible for the marketers to able to pinpoint that what is exactly works and what does not. Okay, you will not see instant or overnight results stemming from your efforts. Okay, this is also a long-term effort. So if you are putting the effort right now, that it may happen that you may not be able to see your results in a fortnight. It might take a lot of time, okay, to see your products germinate. Okay, you will have a few detractors who find faults in your method. That is the case with everything. Okay, okay. You will see that there are detractors who will say that okay, your this particular method is not up to the mark, or this is not accurately true. Okay, so you will have faults in your methods, who will point out the faults in your methods. Okay, it's so important to check your local laws before engaging in a guerrilla marketing campaign to avoid legal action. You see these days a lot of people, they are actively doing social experiments. Okay, they are also doing the um, um, you see various kinds of prank videos. Okay, that prank videos can be to promote a product, or that can be for your entertainment purpose, or that can be for a social message whatsoever. But when you're doing any kind of prank video, whether you are adhering to that local law or not, that is important. If you're not adhering to the local law, then that can prove to be a disaster for you or your organization. Okay, so you need to know about the local law of that particular place where you are going to engage the audience. Okay, so this is also one of the disadvantages. Now, summary. So with this, we have come to the end of this slide. So if we are going to summarize the guerrilla marketing, so we see that these strategies are very diverse and adaptable. Okay. In the conventional way of marketing, you see it is not that much adaptable. Okay, it is not that much diverse. You have to go in a flow in a particular way. Okay, we have to select this audience, we have to select this particular location or this strategy. But in case of guerrilla marketing strategy, you are free to do anything as long as that is a you know innovative idea. Okay, uh, you can, that is a diverse field. Okay, and particularly that is adaptable. Okay, and their effectiveness depend on the creativity and relevance to the target audience. So lot of focus is being given to your creativity. What kind of creative innovative ideas you are putting forward to your marketing strategies. Okay, now when executed well, these unconventional tactics can capture attention, foster brand recall, and create a lasting impact without requiring substantial financial investment. As we have already discussed, that very less amount of financial investment is required in the guerrilla marketing. Okay. With a very minimum amount you can start, or let's say very nominal. Okay, so uh, that can also have a lasting impact on the consumers or on the product or your company. Okay, so that is also one of the very important fact that less financial obligations are required in the guerrilla marketing strategies. However, it is crucial to ensure that these tactics align with brand values, comply with legal regulations, and respect public spaces and communities. As in the previous slide, we have discussed that you need to know about the local laws. You need to understand the legal formalities, the regulations. If you are promoting your product or if you are promoting your service in any particular community or any particular area, okay, whether they are been there, it is in alignment with the local law, you have to focus on that. Okay. So with this, we have come to the end of the slide. Okay. So I believe we have covered the guerrilla marketing strategies in a well thorough way. And in spite of this, if you have any doubt, you can just put forward your doubts and leave a comment on the comment section. And thank you very much. Thanks.